Have you ever built anything in Minecraft and said, this is just temporary? And then a year later, it's still there. Yeah, me too. I always do it. But this time, I mean it. Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 4 of my Minecraft Vanilla Survival series. Today, I've got a big plan. I'm going to build a huge palisade wall around the village. But that's going to take a lot of oak wood. And I mean a lot. I used about 9 stacks on the barn, but I think this is going to be a lot more than that. So where we are now, this pumpkin here represents the AFK point for the quad witch hut. So it'll actually be about Y50, so it's about 15 blocks lower than this. But this is the exact centre of these 4 witch huts. So I thought I'd build some temporary. That's right, I did temporary farms around here. And they definitely will be temporary, because eventually this area won't have any blocks in it at all. This will be dug down from this point here, going out at least 128, but probably a little bit more than that. 128 blocks in each direction, right down to bedrock. So anything I build here will be dug out, got rid of, blown up with TNT, whatever I decide to do. So it will definitely be temporary. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill in a lot of this with dirt, plant a lot of oak trees and a few other farms, and we'll see how it goes. So this is one of the things I want to sort out in the village. I've got these traditional starter farms that you tend to see everywhere in most Minecraft worlds, but this is not the kind of thing I want in the village. I'm building things like this mainly. It's the more decorative farms. They're just for show, just to make the area look pretty. So that's what I want to keep over here. And then over there at the swamp, we're going to have the high production farms. So they'll be like this, but much bigger. So I'm going to get started and rip these out, and I'm going to get moved across to the swamp. Okay, that's the pumpkins and sugarcane removed, and all the water filled in with that. I just wanted to mention as well, the reason I'm doing this now and moving these farms over is because before I build this wall around the village, I need to plan out exactly where all the remaining buildings are going. So I think the stables is probably going to go here, because it makes sense, because this is the main road out of the village. So I like to have the stables here, just as near the entrance. So that's why I've got rid of this now. So now I think it's time to start building up some stuff in the swamp. So let's go over there. Well, this area is looking a little bit different. There's the pumpkins, and I've been building up a few things around here. So the main thing was the oak wood, and I've got plenty of this. I decided to do it alongside the flowers, so kill two birds with one stone. I could get the beehives as well. If you don't know, if you plant oak or birch saplings next to flowers 2 blocks away, I think you can do it 1 block as well, you get there's a 5% chance of getting the beehive. It is easy with the birch, because when you plant oak saplings like this close together, they can grow really, really big, and you get the side branches, which are just really annoying. So that's why I've put these up here. You build up 8 blocks off the ground, and then the 9th block, you put the slabs or whatever block you want, and the trees won't grow that tall. So I also did the birch as well, because it's just a little bit easier and get some more birch wood. And I've planted every tree type, bit of bamboo, and then we've obviously got the pumpkins and the melons and the sugarcane. And I've been harvesting this, and I've been going back and forth, getting the honey as well. So I've got campfires under all of these, so it's nice and safe. Although I did forget to do that once, and I've been chased down by the bees a few times now. But it's alright, there were no deaths, it's all good. So I've got a few more things over here that I didn't do in the time lapse. Got the cocoa, cactus, and then a few crop farms as well. And I've had to expand my storage a little bit. So I've got a lot of the wood here. That's just junk and mob drops really. Killed an enderman though, quite proud of that. Oak, doing good. Should be able to do a decent wall out of that. Hopefully I won't need to get any more. Sugarcane's going well. Pumpkins and melons going well, and not doing bad on the honey. It's got bamboo, and I actually went across, while I was taking down all the trees from around here, there was a abandoned mineshaft over there, so I found a couple of minecarts, and this is what was in them. So yeah, it's going well. So I think what I need to do now is get back over to the village and start figuring out what we're going to do with this wall. Okay, we're back in the village, ready to start building a wall. And I have changed my mind. I did say I was going to plan out all of the buildings, but to be honest, there's only another 3 to build, and one of them isn't actually inside the wall, so that's not a concern. And the 2 that are going inside is the blacksmith and the stables, which I think I said I was going to put it around here, but I've also changed my mind on this road as well, because the other projects I wanted to do was like a little village docks along that river. So I'm thinking of putting a gate here, then a road here, and there'll be a gate on the other side as well. And then this space here, it's more than enough for the stables and the blacksmith. So I think I'm just going to get the wall built up, and then I can come back and sort out those buildings. But first off, I need to get rid of this stuff. So I need to craft something first, don't I? So, big moment. First diamond pick in this world. Right, let's go mine some obsidian. There it is, the last piece. Nearly there. Come on. I've had enough of this now. I don't want to mine another piece of obsidian. Yes, there we go. How much did we do there? 86 pieces of obsidian with an unenchanted diamond pickaxe. I'm never doing that again. Right, it's time to build a wall. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to start building here, which is fairly close to the spawn point, but I can't go much further than this because obviously I'm going to have a perimeter coming this way. So I'm just going to build a few up here, and the trick to this is not to have too many in a straight line. So I never really want to go more than 2. 3 if I have to, but I like to just go 2, then 1 on a diagonal, and then if you are going a straight line, you can just go back and forth, and it looks pretty good. And I really need to get feather falling on my books. This is shocking. So the other thing as well, I don't want this situation where there's 2 in a row at the same height. So it's best to keep the height varied, and it looks much better. Not torch. There we go. So let's drop down, have a look. Yeah, that's pretty good. So that's the kind of shape I'm going for. But to make this look a lot more steady, we're going to build in stone and cobblestone on the bottom. I'm just going to use cobble for now, and I'll come back in later on, vary up a little bit. But this makes it look like there's like rocks have been piled up at the bottom of this wall, and we are going to do this on the inside as well as the outside. But I really like this effect. So the problem here is that a lot of this wood at the bottom is going to get covered up. So resource-wise, that's pretty intense. So I think what I'm going to do is just clear this out a bit, and I'm going to build up the cobble first, the supports, and then build the wall on top of that, but then dig down a little bit and like blend them in together so it looks like the cobble is piled in front of it. So I'm just going to go along this front edge, get this built up, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, that's the first section built up. That's looking pretty good to me. So I need to go a bit higher in these sections here, and then obviously coming down the bottom, do some texturing. But as far as the shape goes, I like how this is looking. So I think what I need to do now is jump into a time lapse and get the rest of this built up. And there it is. The wall is now complete. And the village is looking and feeling a lot more secure now. So the only problem I had is I ran into an issue with resources. And it's not what you think. It wasn't the wood. I've got about 12 stacks of oak logs left. So it definitely wasn't that. It's this stuff. This stuff right here. Cobblestone. I haven't been mining yet. Not properly. I've done a bit of caving, but I haven't done any branch mining. So this stuff, haven't got enough. So I've only really done this side and a little bit on that side. There's a lot more of the rocks to pile up around all the other sides. So I think next time I'm going to have to fix that issue and actually start doing some mining. I know it'll be episode 5, so I think it's about time I actually did some mining. But just to close the episode, I think I need to do one more thing. Okay, so as we're going to be doing some mining next time, the last thing I wanted to do was sort this diamond pick out. I used this earlier to mine 86 pieces of obsidian, and it was painful. And the reason I did that, I didn't enchant it, was because I haven't been branch mining yet. So I didn't think I had any lapis. Turns out I was wrong. I got some last time. So I've got everything I need here for an enchanting setup, so let me knock that up. I will get right on with enchanting this pick. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what we got. Fortune 3. That is exactly what I wanted. Right, please, come on. Give me something good. Oh, it's not terrible. Okay, so that is all the time I do have for this episode. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you again next time.